This is the kind of leadership that we want. And that I believe in objectivity, truthfulness, honesty. And if you look at Kennedy Agyapong, Kweku Annan, all the Ghana former Akuma 10 jinaho. Emuna Ibeka was a Ken or you'll be our dream mine. So it's better I have to follow him. There be a Mekawa follow Kennedy for a longer period. Obeka just said this is nothing because Pedipa Bakuma or her baby and Yamia Pejanedru and a crying Yanko Ponfaso Pejano. He came from a humble beginning. Nema Mini Papa Nibi was what tongue dog change, what tongue peak in his Manina. He has gone through major problem and distress moment. And then Yamia Pejanedru say. Yami Pejanedru say always. It rings bells in the mind, say, by being Yamia Pejanedru or more Muni Bino and so bomb. Nano Bible can was say, in Sucom de Meba and Chawan Farmer, come de one farmer, any business in a Christo that Bena by us 1 yam Mauniano, 1 yam mammy. Where have my men for Google or more Mukura or more the kind of problem that they are going through. Obu and condition Yapa Panes Anomano, but they all work here to make sure that they are 10 persons or your they are coming in their numbers. Me say, the new patriotic party, it is an intellectual and elite party. If you look at the core cardinal principles of the NPP, they are running away from it. First, Obi catch us all your NPP near he walks with chest out. It's not the same NPP that we are seeing today. There's only one thing I want to tell them. Omo per flag bearer and omo per president. They should decide on what they want. If they want a flag bearer, they should go for a flag bearer. If they want a president, they should go for a president. What to be there? So Obia can say no Bawumia, no vote. What to be paying? Unti be there. If you look at technical, social people, or more K women answer, they want Kennedy Agyapong. The ball is in your own hands. Decide on who to lead the party to capture power. And yes, sir, NPP will stay in opposition for long. So I got me that say. No more original some about 2024 in Nkoye. They say the Attorney General. Me I have issues with it. Attorney General will do manage for Sammy court of competent jurisdiction. Let's do cross-examination, prosecute them, and run in fine. Yeah, why I say so I got this 500 million. Quite say no first. Yeah. The reason why we voted for you is for accountability. Me just tum sanda Akufo no because one Nkoye. Sir, we are here friends and national cathedral and Nkoye. No matter brewa even banking sector. Quite far so I can't say banking sector have issues with it. But all around it, me have a problem. Me consult committee. Now Nkofor come lead all around come problem with it. Okuja Tróuble ka won kan kure okuma. Okuja on kan kure. Raymond Acha MPP for kobu na dan to go ahoya wo mo besan aba. Martin Pebu na be fa ne say ye kaka no on sha dan teninka. Now Nkofor ne wo ora ni so nya there's bitterness and peeviness within them. I want to ask His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Se nia bre pa se person Nkofor this person e choma. It should not be ora. It should follow proper structures. Whereby the structures work and we say sanity. And secondly, Miss Uncle said, man, say, I'm fine. I was swagger, so MPP knew what discuss, so I should come and defend you. Who say, Miss Uncle says, I'm crying. No one call for crosses, Uncle, and no more be a nature wanting. Ah, or he never see a routine or car say, or catch a drum, mamma, so unquatch MPP for my discana. Wow, MPP near what this can be a record to let you be an Yansan. Or one can't ask them no. Tell me, I see few wound to me. Double standard and inconsistency. But me, MPP ni bien what this guy. Or be fame of phones what catch himself Franco. Mr. Bawumia there be who this can one kind me. One no guess ni pepe one maybe. And I don't have time to discuss it. Our be catch us a disciplinarian. Obey match us Adie we are we and Adie we are we and the one person who can look straight into the eyes of his own people and criticize them. And says I then am and walk and once them. This is the kind of leadership that we want. And that I believe in objectivity, truthfulness, honesty. And if you look at Kennedy Agyapong, all the Ghana former 10 jinaho. Emuna Ibeka was a Ken or you'll be our dream mine. So it's better I have to follow him. So I got.
Okay. And just
it's a normal thing. There be a Mekawa follow Kennedy for a longer period. Obeka just said this is nothing because Pedipa Bakuma or her baby and Yamia Pejanedru. And a crying Yanko Ponfaso Pejano. He came from a humble beginning. Nema Mini Papa Nibi was what tongue dog change, what tongue peak in his Manina. He has gone through major problem and distress moment. And then Yamia Pejanedru say, Yami Pejanedru say always. It rings bells in the mind, say, by being Yamia Pejanedru or more Muni Bino and so bomb. There be America. The reason why Yanko Poyo Biskani, a wealthy person, is to make sure some Kofa no man koyem far more. You help them. Free 1990 ba open nipa ba both in the political arena and also outside the political arena. Or in the sika eboa ade or person in it ni peja is Kennedy Agyapong. So I'm not surprised. Kennedy we no ma waye nyenne abode boabo mom ye nyanka nyafo scholarship no ma oya we be ka cho say enne oya ade ba me ka cho say it's a normal thing for Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong and I'm proud of him obi wo wo ska pa swagat onim ne ntie so che obi ska obi wo problem mu onim ne ntie so obi as ka for bi wo adodo na sika na omode ye no ebia in the eyes of us feel say bia de it is irrelevant, it is immaterial. Now the Bible can was say in su come de me ba on che wan fa ma me come de me wan fa ma me ene e business na Kristo da be na aban so wanya ma unua no wanya ma me wo hwe ma me mpanyimfo gugugu awo omo mu kura wu agya omo the kind of problem that they are going through obu ani condition nya papa ne sa no ma no but they all work here to make sure that they are can person ye bo omo no they are coming in their numbers obi so ho sika oto ne nsa fro bi obi ani ho beba na enti omo man say e bia kon fa so conducting ho ye ne no ma no people are not happy or pleased with it. And we had the air cost where it tells you that people are happy with Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong. And at the end of the I give my standing ovation and I salute him. When Chelsea won yaye, Uncle Sonya, even then, Yanko Pombaton in Sakwadi, if he has an avenue, an opportunity of helping people, he should do it.
Presidential promise.
Yes. Yes. Me first of all, now I was asking myself so many questions. Now if you look at the NPP since 1992, though it is not by law, but it's a convention, I'm practicing for almost 33 years in here. Anytime you are to abandon the free as here, normally I consult. Whereby grassroots, no, any delegates, no, where they will form the album, no matter executives name for. Then eventually they move on for the flag bearer. Or move flag bearer now. That the flag bearer becomes the leader who will push the agenda for the MPP to wrestle power against NDC or any political party and comes to power. For the first time, NPP foresay Omo 12 free throw and a diaba form. I've seen a lot of people complaining among four Kasa, both big men in the NPP registering their displeasure, saying it's a recipe for disaster, a chaos, or man here confusion, they be banned any sanomano. What's here another school of thought? Among us, they want to skew the agenda for Mahamadu Bawumia, so Bawumia the flag bearer for the NPP this ceremony. I'm asking questions. One, does the NPP need a president or they need a flag bearer? The first question may be, the reason why you're setting up a political party is to capture power, win power, and come to government. So I'm asking, if is the NPP looking for a flag bearer? One, is the NPP looking for a presidential candidate? Two, is the NPP looking for a president? Three questions that might be so. They are tossing me, Mahusa amount for the one now, Mudi Kennedy no Mabuto. As I do not say, and some of the it is a certain kind of agenda against Kennedy Agyapong. But take this. So I got to be a somewhere me can. Again, Yankupon can be a Yankupon Casabay. No matter the vilification and attacks and what people decide, I want to take you back. Every amount for that follow the history of the MPP. In 1992, Tamamokwa Kwatwa Baba be the flag bearer of the NPP. Adubuahin a winning year. When over 1,000 votes, Adubuahin. Dr. Sammy D second, Akufo detailed. Akufo detailed. I want 338 votes in a Akufo nyaye. Now going in for 1996 election, before Somokono, now only 4 months to the general election. The NPP goes to Congress, NPP do the election, then already Eddie Akufo becomes the flag bearer of the NPP. Adubuahin 1,000 in 1992. Adubuahin gets 348. In 1996, as someone I'm person catch Ken Ofori Atta, they should take this. If they are able to do the right communication, if they are able to attack issues, not personalities, if they are able to bring people on board, as why they should vote for Ken, I tell you, no matter machinations amount for Bayer, and at 28 MPs, 88 MPs, Mahamadu Bawumia, so it's a foregone conclusion. There were 276 constituencies, 276. The NPP cannot even boast of 1/3. See, I'm say 88 MPs in Bawumia. What are we talking about the orphan constituencies? Orphan constituencies, no. Be a candidate or a parliamentary candidate or quite one when maybe you're the next one, maybe man, some conforming now influence. You can go to them. Former MC in DC for you can go to them. I want to give you an example. Now, if you look at Adubuahin here, no one, Papa, no one, and corner. Anna Papano is a serious campaigner and more than Adubuahin. Adubuahin, but to say Kumasia, ori kan to ne nkra na papa no wakwa akosia no ebia be 1 week time JA Kofo akwa ahwafo oba eno otis swagat kra ha na ya swagat area swagat de ono onyada ken ho na JA Kofo siye o siye no eno ase o ko owura ne di papa ne ho jesu omo tra nsuo omo tra no makọ papa ne ho omo ko ye no jesu wo tiam eto hu omo to hu na papa ne jesu na papa ne bi sa hwan ya no se eye me JA Kofo no se na o peden wo no se wo de minim sa wo mpamasem wo de ne adubu ahen na mo bedi mi nkomo bi wo ha mi twam enam se me fa ha atia no ma bisa se de ogusi tie ho na papa ne so JA Kofo nsa no de no ko gina nsuwa no eno oyi kosua eno ka se ono o ka kye no mo so no oto na ba ma adubu ahibie mu a nsuo ni nkuno. What am I trying to tell you? It's about convincing and confusing people. Convincing in a say now baby the net do no can in often have to convince people to come on board. Not just talking to say in our my say that it doesn't come in at all. Muya den on my 31st January so mo kwa Akoto aba. Kennedy Agyapong Kojo Kyeremanteng quite me adwuma no. People around him should do a lot of communication, give data analysis, figures. Whereby any parent to whom say idea wait here, send your person. It should not be say you are attacking personality. They are tossing you know. They won't tell me never and 1 year. So follow Bible. I didn't to Joseph no. And the same thing to Kennedy. But it depends on how people got the issue for him. Now I say in so Bible mutama Joseph or so die or catch ne papa no. Ne papa no cast and do person chair say ye nya ba be pagya one and eba be som one. Now it go to it was a transition period. Time when your imagine so mekunu was running so on. There was a total division between the brothers and fashion. There be antias say they opted said there be the net do there. Yen tono Okopiemo Egypt or call Potiphar he had issues. He went through prison, he became a prime minister. Now I believe in prophecy. Utie Bernard L. Bernarda, the kind of things that he said is unfolding. Was it the kind of problems Kennedy will go in will start from June? Abronye be a podcast in June. NPP decision is in June. It depends on how they will guard it. As I make it here, you bet me as come. So one garden comes sana and me. So people around him have a lot of responsibility to deal with. And it's why I got me my camera kabim. Or more said they are throwing the towel too early. And at the Akeka Kennedy and at Kennedy intimate when they are going to make sure they are going to suppress the will of the people. No, it doesn't come in. Let me say, if they do the right communication, if they are able to communicate well, convince people, deal with issues, attack issues, not personalities, bring them on board. I tell you, Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong win these elections.
Okay, would you say I'm for a delegate system?
I perfectly agree. Now, if you look at the new patriotic party, the party is growing. And why I said recommendation findings about recommendations and findings. Now, if you listen to them critically, majority of the people were registering their displeasure saying the delegate and the Agbon system is not helping them because a smaller group of people and a smaller group, the kind of goodies that they get, they do of elections, you have no idea. Maybe I take an example. But you can't for the constituency. Dana moho. Obi a neutral delegate, will get around 15,000 Ghana cedis because a group baby Eddie 5,000. Your friend is girl needs to 5,000. Mama can shoot. But we were in this particular area, then the mouth. The member when he said, any card bearing member of the NPP with good standard, not just card bearing members, card bearing members with good standard. They should open the electoral college for them. Say NPP football who say they have over 5 million supporters. They should allow the 5 million to decide on who they want to lead the party, not just 220,000. It is at 3 million card bearing people with good standing. Allow the 3 million to decide and make sure that Sani Power near the NAPO. And the media, I totally agree. Some conflict to be electoral college be where I said delegate system. Yet me to about Machi 3 a.m. Yet me to about Machi 2 a.m. A branch of Bacosa Bantoma or card delegates in who was a word John Swab or Kobano to Abanevi. And just what quite true. Or John Swab or Kobani at Webi. It tells you, say, these are the kind of things that we are talking about. Today, I say, this time, if they are going to expand it, they should expand it well. Whereby any card-bearing member of the NPP in good standing should do the voting.
Okay, final words or the two are in for
media Debiameka. Me say the new patriotic party, it is an intellectual and elite party. If you look at the core cardinal principles of the NPP, they are running away from it. First, Obi catch us your NPP near he works with chest out. It's not the same NPP that we are seeing today. There's only one thing I want to tell them. Omo per flag bearer and omo per president. They should decide on what they want. If they want a flag bearer, they should go for a flag bearer. If they want a president, they should go for a president. What to be there? So Obia can say no Bawumia, no vote. What to be paying? Unti be that. If you look at technical, social people, or more K women answer, they want Kennedy Agyapong Kweku Annan. The ball is in your own hands. Decide on who to lead the party to capture power. And yes, sir. NPP will stay in opposition for long. So I got me that say. No more Mudijina some the Bawumia about 2024 in NPP. Or 5 polling executives here. 5. And to Bawumia nya crowd the polling station crowd when you so 0. Bawumia wan nya polling station when you so 0. Yet me too about we polling station by back. Bawumia krom no nya 0. And since it's a serious matter, don't joke with it. On one chromo, no nya 0. All the 6 northern regions were winning back up. A Hong Kong any region. And no actually 5 regions were losing. The kind of votes I it wasn't encouraging. For the first time in the history of the NPP in power, no matter about in Asante, no matter 65% was Asante region. A recipe for disaster. Almost Bawumia Campaign, Zongo areas or Lusunina. Baby Zongo communities or Lusunina. Bawumia na beka chose a betting ya the papa na so konka mo foko na mo. Almost say haram. Bawumia beka chose or Bobe make it sports bet 10%. No, obey you free. You are encouraging and abetting illegality according to the Quran. Sa no money na ye gina so de buy e levy betting tax no money na Bawumia kwa no sanye campaign ti MPP omo na di policies aba wo se mo ma me kwan me ba me twa sa de ewem. I want to ask who tie Kwaku Agyapong mo say 11 no Bawumia played an instrumental role ono kwa na ma reserve ne ba 100 Ghana cedis be no so Bawumia nim ho hwe me catch your plane ne de ne ba 1,000 times they will lose 1,000 times because Bawumia or your product out on ayento akwa se watwa nam say na what on 1 Ghana na dia kosi masalachi denyachi obia ni ho beto twani say na je 5 Ghana na fa kosi the over transport na yachi o meto the product is a bad product and people doesn't want the product mawie
where the last one that come new way but after some now can and that go raise a different question I'm up for say Orano
yes
as MPP for one this idea the buy and NDC
me the Orano me the Orano de bia meka Orano e bogus mama oh a bogus a concerned committee. I want to ask, we have institutions in Ghana mandated by law. So what is the Iyoko doing? Other security agencies, what are they doing? What's the amount for information from Ramrel? So nipa information ni bana se nya no kre na se agu nipa nanimu ase are you going to compensate the person? They say the Attorney General me I have issues with it. Attorney General wadwuma say for Sammy court of competent jurisdiction. Let's do cross-examination, prosecute them, and run in fanya adwuma. Ya why I say so I got this 500 million. Quite say no first. Yeah. The reason why we voted for you is for accountability. Me jitum sanda Akufo no because so ankoye. Sa we friends national category ankoye. No ma bebre wa anko even banking sector. Quite far so you can say your banking sector have issues with it. But all around there, me have a problem. Me concern committee. But you see, and can adena ye say bianca we are using law mandated to do it and any problem. And me the all around there be am NDC for some name nyadu. It is bogus, it is irrelevant. Deal with the law, let's deal with the processes, let's deal with the roadmap. And that's one fast one. So I'm saying MPP for this guy. And some don't for the fair processes. No mo conform deba. So be this guy. A court of competent another don't can allegations so. Don't can allegations, level of allegation. And now they say swagger to this guy. Kwabena made markers with this guy. Kwabena made markers with this guy's court of competent jurisdiction. Not 2 lawyers, cross examination. Now, if judge na catch us upon hearing this and that, and per the evidence available to me, I feel and things what this guy connect with them. And ya Attorney General ni ora asemo. Na nkofo come libi ora ne kwame problem with it. Okuja Tróuble aka won kan kure okruma. Okuja on kan kure. Raymond Acha MPP for kobu na then to go ahoya wo mo besen aba. Martin Pebu na be fa ne say ye kakra no no won hye dan tenenka. Now, Nkofone older and isunya, there's bitterness and peeviness within them. I want to ask His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Si enya brepa se person Nkofo this person choma. It should not be older. It should follow proper structures. Whereby the structures will work and you say sanity. Tibu de me MPP ni wa this Kenya masa me would you mambi. And secondly, Miss Uncle said, man, say, I'm going to say, swagger, so MPP ni wa discuss, so I should come and defend you. Who sick Miss Uncle says, I'm crying. No one call for classes, Uncle, and no more than yet one day. Oh, he never see a duty our car say, or catch a drum, mamma, so unquatch MPP for my discana. Wow, MPP, what this can be a quack with the Chibian Yansan. Or money can't ask them no. Tomo Sachi won't see few wound to me. Double standard and inconsistency. Me wound to me, no charges on the money. As in Bangisika, one mammy. Nano Poyando, so I say, a flood, a na fe. Menami ni ho, or sign me new. And to be some mean called the medicine, the medicine meaning. Wound to me so a contractor, minimum quality certificate to a contractor. Everyone else cross examiner. Now you come into the picture. But me, MPP ni bien what this guy. Or the fame of phones, what catch himself Franco. Mr. Bawumia, Debbie, who this can one kind one no guess ni people one mammy. And I don't have time to discuss it.
And penny focus here, one more party mo. And otchere, my dream be constitution, umushia, there was a omoye. But first off, reforms be brave while oka hwasem. You see, the air trendy back on and say, for the first time, presidential elections, you know, Momo party no mobile turning 10 by 31st of January. Eka dia woka no ho na any reforms be na we expect to say a bit me apie.
The big time enwa no say Kweku Annan ni Ghana, we do Ghana enwa nyumbe. The meeting na man kobi. That meeting na man kobi. Na kakra meeting ma kan show the say the omkoye enwa no e proposal. What do I say? National Executive National Council. A proposal. What do I say? A conference that could take the final decision. What do I say? Conference that could take the final decision. What do I say? Until the C and Rama. A proposal on the conference because National Council, of which I was a member from 2010 to 2013. National Council. There was delegated power to ask for the party outside of Congress and our conference. A conference in July, and the back of this Manana and Uncle Kaini in our team. It was over the Constitution. I used to also sign French provision on National Constitution, 1992 Constitution. That's how they call referendum. So what I say, if I say the more kind of knowing it's about referendum or conference, near table as a motion. What I say. Because the party, a very conservative party. Nobody already be beer bar. The party about Ghana from constituency, region, national MPs, all the stakeholders this year. No two. Then they acquired expansion in 2009 prefer site. What I say? If they are failing now, Omako share edition more we go acquaint. Engineering is subject to conference. Either say you be rejected, you be modified, and I say be accepted. What I say? Until no more human 18th to the 20th of July, party be considered Mukesi for a conference. I just want to say Bukusha until the being where casting stone. Yes.
But do you think it's the best idea, say, you better presidential elections in them for the MPP?
Oh, I know they say a general. What I say, because the party is a very conservative party. And you know, the idea of the idea, and you have to convince people as to why I say debate. What I say, and you know, Enra, the share only and will go up to him. But you will be tabled in a motion form. I mean, one parliament. Only a young maybe your first reading, second reading, consideration, is 100 man. Standard conference, and with the conference, we will raise the if it's a the engineer, there's a party, no, any kind of trouble. And my presidential first, I said to the ACA. Now you see, you as a delegate, I mean, the two way, I'm a MP. Me MP, no, every 4 years, the arrest of call a delegate in almost 12 so now missing form. What I say? It is 4 years we are number 2 constituency elections. Now the 2 we are number 2 parliamentary elections, not 2 presidential elections. And a friend is saying regional number 2 constituency regional national parliamentary and presidential 2 5 elections.
Right.
4 years we are the same turn. It is saying also proposal more educated about that. Current police station for the current executives. Oman is Akoto about president. These are all matters about up. The better imitate. Mundu ye say bibia o mako kandia enwano. Subject to conference ratification. Conference me the conference of the chairman amedi. What they say conference secretary amedi. Conference of executive senior amedi. Region kwanu ngane bae. What I say national ngane bae. It is no team I said the conference that conference party they start at the proposal of Kwabena. What I say, it's free and there's almost 90 days a month. By 90 days, will be other kind of proposals. It will be a movie, no one movie, and suddenly the share conference. Now, the SAG2, the SAG, and G2. Last time a year, I said, Command by year, General Secretary on board the pencil. Until the DIA is subject to conference because national council 2 million, a delegated power for the what I say, but when it comes to monumental constitutional amendments, is done by conference.
Interesting.
Yes.
Say, Keka Bomu ni nasifu nyina no. Ujidi se Sammy ya ase minim said dodo na preso se conference no munyina mugitum se sa na be ya. Na se unity na waka no na eba wa na se we no enya de unity bia beba mo party
no share conference we nya gitum se yen to about the 1st January because of pinche about party no but anase kushangwa se de ni into January yen to abo se no mai na yen elections no se the free for mo kosoro e bia yen to abo ni enye ya eno de ni baba Akufo when we pe ku share no me be wo ha and now can they what do I say?
Yeah,
they cannot see. They can. The operation not take decision for 5,000 and 1.10.
Okay.
What do I say? International Council no. We are a second highest decision making body outside of Congress. Because before young NPP no, there was steering committee. National. It is no share every week. Anyone neck is supposed to meet every 3 months. And so a conference, no constitution every year a conference. What I say?
Yeah.
And so a Congress is the elected presidential candidate. In the 5 stages we that's often. But conference, when it comes to amendments, when I am a regular conference, what they are not yet 2 hours, I am not a young people and yes, I'm a man. He conference will say. Atibia Mokusia, the MP said a Tochema will be said more party there for a Mojuma. And this is what this conference is going to do. But I said 20 July, 18 to 28 July conference on 7th place Ghana. And no size and so what can anyway in Arno, Bebaho, not party for no. I jack to man on my boy. And I'm going to be a general and they're winning Mofaku July, and maybe the DM say pen and I say, yeah, family in Yajuma. It's not a subject to depending on Juana and Noah. Now, for the 2, a former appointee, she's a former MP, former MMDC, some former regional executives, former congress executives, some in that room. So much I say, you're imagining that woman, I say, Mom, I said, will be a 1 member, 1 vote, 1 vote, say, no, Masudia, former vote, see the woman that only have your party paying for. Nobody say, Chairman Yamanpa, what do you read that Chairman Anto Otiase, my daughter don't support you, Otiase, Otiase. So some putting her, let's say, Mom, but former constituency, a chairman. Otiase, obey me, you know, actually, your Chairman Babawala or your Francis Boama or Odi asumi na timi omu na ntubi and a former MP so be or nobody a boa for say honorable Samson Boafo, Honorable Isaac Ostay, and I may say some funny as a mom, I'm going to tell you more, do you say mom to be? MMDC since only a party for I appointed home. Now, I'm about a agency heads now, who's a blue idea on your party. What I say, who's a Tróuble in Lucy, who's a blue eye, and it's what and it's what you must have more. You also have one more to implement your Pamona. Some of putting about the cousin. The college night. And about the resources, so as when somebody push they're able to raise resources for the party or for the constituency. It's about inclusivity, it's about inclusion. But I'm sure this is a stepping stone. All right. See next year, see a two-party abandoning in area. You must take very proactive steps in getting to one vote. If a man MVP or one person member challenge, say man can be 12 and be. Well, that should be the final destination because the dome and the history.
Right. Graphic online. Eddie Atuja, our say General Secretary JFK say National Council, our authority, full authority to decide that. In here say Ubi Aqua approve.
You see, sir, from a bit change. What I say? If you are now use the word authority, what I say? You are not, you question it. MPP will be any authority apart from Congress or conference. What I say? And now it's a conference, you see, I think you are share back. And nothing, a national council to the next, you share 3 times or 4 times a year. And this is a national conference. Only to me, and the national council. It will be a MPP, India should know this. Me national council must open. It's on for 4 years as I rep my Asante region. 2010 to 2014, Chairman Anthony Jacob to pencil. It got all the workings of the National Council. What I say? And you 2 million upon your amount. Next Saturday, I mean, almost a Paco conference. And not this will be a normal take. We will almost a Paco conference. Authority, rather a delegated power. That should be the rendition. What I say? Yes, but for all car, one we have done, we now say, authority at the forefront. What I say? I'm sure saying, you can even tell them the definition of the two. What there's almost power, no authority.
Yeah, it's true. Right, I get it.
Yes. Now, you must be careful about the choice of words. We engage General Secretary Nonsense Anokan, who been a Ragabic in a report.
Yeah.
What I say? Now, Mr. Moho will say, next National Council, only me and 10 conference.
Okay, I get it.
So, no, now, on to say, General Secretary say, they make challenge India, then we can subject to a debate.
All right.
What I say? Because outside of Congress, a conference, I think I will be National Council.
Great.
What I say?
Good. Okay. Say the attorney say say unya General Secretary adwuma ya ope a wogusu ye ho adwuma e say baby MPP aduru no utietie form ho na omo fili say party no animunyam ekofom die esi wo parliament we de ne de nam ha oba yi nso a na no abronye wo keka bi kire Kennedy Agyapong na Kennedy Agyapong kofo no nso responde na ebi nso kabitia Dr. Bawumia na we candidate so far there other candidates mean share them who say problem aba bebre a say abegina Dr. Bawumia ene Kennedy Agyapong mean say yera Kennedy Agyapong aka say tia Dr. Bawumia nanso kasa no bi wo ho a na chitafo ne kasa na say eya betia Dr. Bawumia nso had been very, very, very decorum. But a chitafo nso baby na kofa problem aba. You are coming in. Senyamiya dum na MPP for the Mass General Secretary. Oba beto sa adiewi. 6 months wo den na wo betimi aye. A eden kabo mu beba. If we say mo de motete mu hu wi aye da so wa hade meka bia aye record. How do you want to ensure say ebia unity any the way MPP say afekyere see ebeya akono say the baby at 2028 Ghana for be hum mobo na motumi asaba say possible there
Yes, there are two from saying I have the party denomination, Mijina as the General Secretary. My main objective is to restore the MPP soul. When I want to talk about the soul, I talk about the discipline, the integrity, and the vision of the new patriotic party. General Secretary, when any ceremonial role, say chairman, there's the engine room of our survival. What I say, me, I make say, I've been a former MPP UK bank secretary. So some 15 years ago, so no, I be national party operative. I got to make a national council. I be the MP. What I say, me a former MP with grassroots credibility. I did the Prime Minister, and I've been a strategic voice on internal reforms. I know how to mobilize, organize, and harmonize from polling stations to parliament to the executive. The question was that I work on and discipline and break it down with party. And Oba Subia, member of parliament, if you're not for can be ruthlessly saying, you see, you cannot win any war without discipline. What I say, you cannot go to war as a general and win any serious war without discipline. What I say, a nunti ena in symbio wa yani paka once and say, "Muni bibi, yenya nipa bi baby a yedui anka atina mumwa." What I say, this unity has been driven by perceived exclusion, sense of entitlement, and winner takes all politics. What I say, educate space for everybody. The founders, the youth, the women, the zongos, the regions, the constituency. Okay. And as I sit here, at my age now, I'm 55 years old. I'm going to be a bridge between the youth and the older generation, not a barricade. What I say, not between factions, generations, or tradition. You understand? And my job as a general secretary, I don't want Tróuble Mamia. A grassroots mobilization. What I say, you must lead with purpose and structure. What I say, General Secretary Jumano, a hands-on strategic role in overseeing constituency level performance. Abano, your two polling station. I think Abuabu no electoral area. I think for constituency. You cannot build from the top. You have to build from the base up. So there must be effective system to track progress, measure results, and ensure accountability. Without structured oversight, the most passionate efforts on the ground risk losing momentum. And valuable insight from the grassroots will never reach national leadership. We perform sometimes as some of polling station in the country, or call data in the country, and our constituency of the country. Wouldn't say it's a quick, they require a constituency. Wow. What I say? That one winning that's you build a party from the base up because some for them only mean double.
Right.
Could be a police station chairman of PZ in Swasi. Or any park, it did that at home. The person of toilet home. Or no small to the main. You understand? Yes. It's time for no and not adding and not getting a human it will cost. It may be a human. Party here or experience or clarity of purpose. What I say? We must be disciplined, focused, and performance driven. What I say? One will be so a constituency officer. Two so the age macronidi. You say the Tróuble Mamia, I want to compare about one career. These people must be completely or absolutely resourced throughout the course of the year. Share Oba Asante regional. The campaign for a year said, maybe when say campaign, who could it be on Kotono? From a doom, from Bermudomnase to Swase, Fantini Tawase, Asafu, Adieswaba, Amukum, Afu Quanta, Lobito and Yamakwetia. These 10 electoral areas, who could Paritia, Uncle Tono. You do now, you do a part of a what I said, this is we share a story then, and I'm going to yes. What I say, a new MPP, the dear Duno, and see, ye, sack tracking, no, if we be a Nipano will be Panakans and Machi home. My father said, the dear should be everything you ever told us should be there. A man is a and then you lose Akufo, you lose what don't see a sopa. Over the Lusu, a man is a suspect, Ghana for doing with trauma. And first of all, 2020, this year, Lusu, I want to take you have 100. I take you about the administration of this country. What I said, to the renewed people, you know, discipline, A key, grassroots connection, A number 2, and it must be resource oriented. It's a human about it, and a near human that form. A near human that form. So it's not it's out here. Now we make it no, you must be in the constituency. Or I said we audit once you want to be on strengthening weakness, and always all the man won't. No matter we chairman not to be here. We hear it's called back once every Saturday. And so quite sure them one. And he's called to collection. I'm sure everyone the masterful in a story ma. When you know my saying once and car. Let's what you depart to a chairman, not why you to a body will be a cover that point. Oh, I say, no, we're chairman or all resources. Tell me, we should have been saying, sorry, and call for Benny and son, as you meet chairman. Oh, I don't want ni body this was about so the one no crown a yet a chinipa was your point for the calling chairman Mokasa. What I say, these are the kind of things I say reckon. And you see, and my way a case because you but to be seen out there. You seem to be the face of the party. Who was on chairman here in Honjo? Get out with it, but my trouble. What I say? Yes. It is some way in a normal. I say, I said, you didn't work when. What the face of our policy is changing. Now, with the advent of social media, no. What I say? Who will be, well, you only pick any traditional media. And I'm looking at the big tablet, you will change the phone. So, what I say? I don't know, oh, you know, are we moving with the times? Are we moving with the times? It's about somebody. How are we going to make our party financially independent? The interest party, the other doing after 8 years of President John Kufuor, 8 years of Mahamadu Bawumia. It is a net party conference where you say, "Co, you also minister." Conference say, "I'm saying the spending." The party needs to tell you that you need treasury bills, you need investment, you need asset fixed deposit, you need for a quality insurance a company QIC. Method is also done well. If the party has been near every support is wrong and hey, more cash. If you need BDM say BDM 9, if you give additional entry from a register, I mean, like I say, issue more cash or home, you get different on a party. Why how are we always going to personally pay money? And until they might have power, now be a DFC say, or more cannot be president, their party. No, the party must be independent of the president. The party must be independent of the executive. The party must be able to cooperate with the president at the same time. No, the president also appointed VDBR. How are these people even appointed in the first place? Is the party involved? Someone when you know, man, the bad it 16 years out of 33 years. And how are we going to remedy this? I say, codify one with brain. What I say, you must codify so many things. What I say, if anything, a code of ethics. What I say, yes. It is someone when you know, normal. You work with more. You have to be an administrator par excellence.
Right.
Because we are managing structures. We are doing structures. How do you manage structures? You manage structures with ideas, but by money, but by raising funds. And Obi in India say, I've raised so many funds for this party since 2008. Yes. I've raised so many funds. And the business community, some of them are edginess on. Some of them mobile is come on the age man. If you are waiting for you guys to take over the party. Right. And we must find innovative ways of growing this party. After this party has been in a state of inertia for far too long. You have to grow it, you have to modernize it. You have to, I'm not just going to manage a party, I'm going to modernize it for the future. If delegates man requires a general secretary.
The Etienne said, as we speak, John Dramani Mahama indications generally as if Ivani Kakra inti ohwe nneoma ni bi wo ho a dollar honsem nneoma bi wo ho a otono bo ase kakra the posture in government no ente se na no aga na fo susu se se de eye enkofo bi kire se ohwe gap 2 million plus gap na Ghana for ede ema mu na edin say 2028 MPP for mubetimi aba, especially at the time I almost experiencing 8 years of President Nana Addo Akufo Addo any push be as compared to the year kwi. Minim say 2017 no Nana Akufo Addo buy no national na ratings near high. They know baby Akufo ani ji ho, but along the line SSI. Is this something I'm envisaging say the John Mahama yi yebeka za danko dadaje ahyase mponi ne enhonsem na den a obeslepo no betimi aboa ma MPP 2028 mo betimi aba
number one say na na danko ku for election be organize you ana
but you ana bo baby ase online break kakra odaroma
number one, for election
yes.
Number two, and you're not any MPs for children in 2028. And number three,
Honorable line munye wadaruma mama Sam process here wadaruma and I say my Sam process here. Yeah, Insha 104. Eugene say to our head of research ewaha na yeneno emo enkomo Eugene. So far, I will monitor. I'm sure say better are connected. Honorable. Okay. What's happening? I'm getting a feedback here. Honorable, what in Kabim? Good. Now can be been a breaky. Now we say Nana Akufo Addo onko election CBM. Question announced. But say, do not say. Eti said in Nana Akufo Addo gina yewura Akufo de so na Ghana for the toma no ne say Akufo nti e beto ama Nana Akufo Addo because in the MPP ye no entimi nkoba se MPP e ko to aba no mayi Nana Akufo Addo afrim nti still at 2028 Nana Akufo Addo factor bebe
yeah the President Akufo Addo achievement be the campaign in 2028. And the first committee never trans the manifesto about selection be our manifesto article.
Yeah.
But his space is not going to be on the ballot. That's what I meant. What I say.
But say me rule out because one of the research I say and say in 2024 adeba kwa ma mu lusu ye no Nana Akufo Addo hu abufo nso ka ho and na man ko for
I said can't heal said one before I said 4 years more and the before you penny more any time will heal and the going forward now yes whoever emerges as a presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party you should achievements of the Akufo Addo and the Akufo in 2028 for the campaign. But the next year they say MPP will come up with a manifesto and we will come up with fresh executives from polling station all the way to national and what have you. And the same man in our capital. What I say, a show man so much here. No be every 2016, no be every Mahama on president. You know what what I say? It's not be a Ghana for the link from part from Motoma. I believe that you are able to elect credible men of integrity. Our party's campaign effort. Why not? Well, Ghana for if you say maybe Ankuya, what do you as 8 years in a BB Ankuy? Yes, in your wife, yes, and Obi Ankuy, as a gitum, maybe to Koyi, they don't take him once. What they are there. It's me that can be the bit my kind of say, it's too early. The party long, the day you know, and Yakushia, the day reforms are got there. A conference, a conference of motions. They've been dating, they've been modifying, they've been going any my partner chair the way forward. The whole of my game, I did my secret here. But this stage here is genuine. This stage here is genuine here. And we said, it's a compare. It's the president, probably on your candidate in 2028. Will be the face on the ballot. What I say, if you were a comparison, is way. The same will be the presidential candidate. What I say will be a manifest to my out. It will be actually in the free see SRBC. As we speak, I buy the car 67 billion. In trade of Biakao, even sanitary funds. Now you're going to make credit to Assembly Agyarko. Yeah, I see our maybe last quarter, I would have sworn, Gracia, to only 2 payments, John June, and I. This is what you say, we have $1 venturing now. No trace of those systems, I was not doing it. Our artificial way of arresting the dollar. What they say, it one may say, there's not a policy there who are being one, and now we are manual. You will say to every action of the money policy. The policy more 8 years a policy really free SHS. It was a policy. Policy the bar saying Ghana will do Spanish way, no for free. That was a government policy. And the policy, I don't know. And their partner in this buy all my policy on their bar. All the first these are all matters. I feel say a goodwill now mind those animals because you try to focus but we're not complaining too much. We also have the same goodwill in 2017. But 2019 this year. Will be breaking it. Take your economy up here. You know, it's too early to sing praises. That is a cost of mature leadership. You know, maybe an essential because in Ghana for the Ghanaians are having love with them. I'm going to talk about this, but I don't think so. On one for almost what they are saying. Right. They're more quiet. 18 months. If they are capital and serious quality, yeah, I mean, the dollar, ama a signature
all right. MPP 4 to you, Mpenifon suit to you, or final word.
Oh, final word is a better now for you. Now, the party in MPP drew. Will be our sorry water. No, be our interview will be our own camera. Now, if I get you, and I don't say your quantity of quality. Your question next month. Now, Yaku please no man. I appointment. Your patient team. Yalabua party, Agyarko, the exam was on that in the year 2 days. Now, you can't win also. You begin say, you say, Magana food. The Emma, I want to Magana for my full engine, say, about 2008. So it's your Modomoke like in Erica, no my be an appropriate battle. So we are a different ballgame. My uncle view. Into winning candidates. Yes, I think the presidential candidates. That are able to perform winning. It's in the constitution minds on the way forward. Tenunti, and let's say. It's a bit of be a soccer, and all can say to you, I will be a piece of partner can call the party in Kabumwa here. And probably here, you one I depend on elections. You all have to come together. We'll be out here. We'll be out on the phone. Minia paying the Owusu the born in Pem or Pem Sopan. We'll be all about some will be out for a for. But the most important in this game, numbers game. Numbers game for the be our voice and they here. The bit my can nana.
right. Honorable Yedasi, Yaminsha.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Honorable Eugene Boakye Agyarko, former member of parliament, Subin.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.